All right, welcome back to what is potentially the last video in this character series. Basically, we just have to finish the Golem quest and then head to the last mission. So where I left it off is we have started the Taproot quest and we're standing right next to the downstairs. Situation right now is we have a bunch of mutations. None of them are like game defining by any means. Multiple arms is nice. Precog is, just for safety. Not really using most of these. Force Bubble, I guess, is the most used of them. But really what's carrying us right now is the Flamethrower. And we have two, and actually a third if we wanted it, Zetachrome hammers. For the time being, though, the Golem quest, we need to get energy, or a power source, rather. So we're going to get it down here at the bottom of the Taproot. We're also looking to dismember something to add it to our Golem. Now I'm looking at my AV and realizing I have anti-gravity boots on right now, which we don't want because we're going to be underground. So we'll go up to 14 AV instead. Jay and I were talking just before we started about Tales of Maj'Al. He says, Celia is so brutal. I don't even open the coffins anymore because those dang ruin skeleton guys obliterated me. Yeah, I feel ya on that. Lich is the real prize from the sound of it. Yeah, the thing is, if you want to kill Celia, you've got to open up those sarcophagi because she opens them up if you don't, and that's way worse. And so actually I go down there in like several parts, clearing out the sarcophagi first and then going back when she's just alone and take her out on her own. Hey, Alan, welcome to the stream. All right, we are going in. So the trick with this mission and this part of the game is that you've got to dive down 40 levels. And each 5 levels, I think it is, has a different mental mutation associated with it. So all of the creatures on that level are going to have a particular mental mutation. And that can, range from meaningless to super deadly. And the only way down is these ledges. But basically, we're just diving. Not there, though. I need to find the one down that's not a straight fall to the ground, I guess, huh? I should have basked in the sunlight. Timeout on the field. Let's bask. Gives us 19 quickness. And try again. Now, I forget the trick here about following down these. Obviously, if it's open air, it's too far down. I didn't remember there being a special trick, other than you've just got to find a safe way to drop. Oh, okay. Maybe if you can see the vines below, it's safe. That seems to be correct. Maybe. Does this work? Yes, animus of a mind. So we're being invaded, but we're just going to keep dropping. We don't care about this. We're dropping. Jay says rubber injector. Yeah, could, if you're worried about falling. The problem is that you can't tell how far down it is. And yeah, it's probably only like 1 or 2 drop, but I don't have rubber injectors. But it could be more than that. It could just kill you. So I do have precog if we ever feel iffy about anything. Here's stairway up, right? Is that what this is? Oh no, that's down. Huh, I didn't know there were stairways all the way down. Isn't that interesting? Is there always? I didn't think so. Okay, so now we're 6 strata deep, so there's going to be a different mutation now associated with this floor. I haven't the slightest idea what it is. He's still listed as trivial. I mean, we should only be... It's still the difficulty of, 6 strata deep. But we've got to keep our eyes peeled. Yeah, so that looks like an awfully long fall, it says, but this isn't. So that would have just been 2 strata deep, I guess. So far, so good. We're now down 10 strata deep. It doesn't start getting spicy usually till like 20-ish, I think. But we're going to get there pretty quick. You know what I should have done is brought a spiral borer. Just sent that down through the ground. I can't tinker those, can I? Let's see. Tools. No, no spiral borers. I think I saw it at one point, but no dice. Let's see if we go around here. Okay, robot. This guy should just be trivial. We do have about 200 drams of oil for our flamethrower. All right, so now we see on strata 12. Yeah, Jay does confirm. We are still in a tier 8 area though, so be careful. He's absolutely right. So even though it's only a few strata deep, I think that means you could still get things like chrome pyramids. I'm not sure on it, but what we have here is force wall projecting enemies. Or I don't even think they have to be enemies, right? I think these guys, these fish, probably have that mental mutation. They're not even enemies. But I'm pretty sure everything here has the mental mutation. Certainly that beetle that was chasing me did. Okay, we're now 14 strata deep. What's this? I'm so tempted to climb into the middle of the tree, but there is a down stairwell, so that's good. Building zone. That means we're going to a new tier, so we've got a new mental mutation. So far, it's been cruisy. Oh, of course. I walk around the corner and get covered in spores. Great. Itchy skin, too. Fantastic. Just what we needed. Well, we're going to try to finish this quickly and get back to Gritgate to eat the porridge, which will help prevent this from turning into a problem. But that's annoying. Let's see. Oh, actually, here, look at this. If you look here, you can see the outline of the next step down. So I expect if I step down here, should be good. Likewise, it looks like there's one over here probably. Yeah, and over here. Okay, so that's how. You've got to just kind of like discern the edges on the level below. Yeah, fungal infections are very much the most annoying thing in this game. I don't have the book that tells me how to cure them either. I don't know from this game. You know, it changes each game. It's random. So that's a whole thing that we're going to have to do next. Probably, unless we can prevent it from happening, of course. Which there is a good chance of it. These guys are psychic thralls, which means I'm probably about to engage a Seeker of the Sightless Way. He's coming from behind me, maybe? We're just going to dive. We could easily fight, but like at this stage, I'm thinking all this stuff is probably super easy. And so it's like more of a waste of oil than anything, right? Can I drop here? Yeah, cool. So we're now at 25 strata deep. We get a new mental mutation. No idea what it is. But we're over halfway, so going smoothly. Yeah, Corpus, he says Corpus Christi. Not quite. What is it? The Corpus something or other, though. Sure looks like I can go down here. There we go. Yeah, Corpus Christi is that in Florida, I want to say? Okay, we got force walls here. Lots of force walls. Still not seeing many enemies, actually. I'm just too quick. I'm dropping too quick for them. They can't keep up. Going down to strata 30. As you can tell, sometimes you get lucky in this quest and don't run into a bunch of enemies. And it's like pretty smooth. Sometimes, however, you run into some really nasty stuff. And so don't take this experience right now for granted. Usually, yeah, Jay confirms it's in Florida. Thanks. I don't remember what they do there, but I have heard that name. Somebody just hit the emoji thing. That's the first time I've seen that happen in the chat window with the little floating emojis. Cool. Thanks for that. You know what I don't have though? I'm not getting notified for when people subscribe to the channel from the live stream, which I find annoying because I'd like to say, hey, thanks for subscribing, but it's not like telling me. I don't find out until after the live stream ends. And then I'm like, oh, I had, you know, X number of subscribers and I didn't thank any of them. And then I just feel like a jerk. Almost there, 38 strata. Yeah, dude, this is like the cruisiest ever dive to the bottom of the Taproot. So there you go. Streamer luck for you, paying off. Be a streamer, make the game easy. That's how we play. Jay sub. Thanks, Jay. I appreciate it. Every sub keeps the numbers going up, and that's what I like to see, and that keeps me going. So, how this quest works is we get down here to the Taproot at 40 strata deep, and our friend that we've come down here to help is in the netting here, in the root system. But we're going to go over here. We're going to talk to this friendly Seeker of the Sightless Way, who is always down here. Ayog no longer, servant of To in the cosmic wood. And let's get a bit of storyline for what's going on here. They say, the utensil arrives. I am but a utensil to them. You, the prune, to prune the fate rhizome and free our girl. Our girl is Tau. Go now and perform the motion. Now, here's a question to you. Watch what happens here and ask yourself, was I actually needed here? Is this guy just lazy? Like, what am I even doing here? But okay, that's fine. I'll do what you want me to. She just kept yelling at me, prune! The utensil prunes! Go ahead, tell me, I wish to understand more. And she then starts calling me a maggot. Yeah, friendly indeed, right? Neutral is the correct term. This person is neutral at best. Words are bricks, arrows of inquiry. Each spoken is laid in bond and builds your prison. There is no understanding. Bricks can be thrown too. What a great response. Throw a brick if you dare. Yeah, threatening to fight me, basically. So here's what we're doing. This is our friend that we've come to meet. Glowing Soft. Was by the name of Tau. Says, touch Tau's chime to the soft thing. Oh dear. What? Where's the chime? I was sure I got it off the quest giver. Crystal key? No. No way, did I just mess up? Where's the crystal chime? Cybernetics wedge. No, game. Well, at least I can teleport back down here to save time, but... Oh, you gotta be kidding me. I talked to all the quest givers and everything. Retrieve Tau's chime from her branch in the Keter. So where is this chime? Oh, did I have to take it off at the top of this stairwell, 40 strata up? Is it just that chime? And I have to bring it down here? I mean, that's pretty easy, right? Because I can just craft up a recoiler if need be. I hope that's it. Otherwise, I'm not sure where you get it. It's been a while since I've done this quest. I've done it before, twice, but there's rubber gum injector. Jay says, you have to talk to the guy in the bottom right of the town to get the chime thing. That's unfortunate because the quest giver, not the quest giver, right? It's somebody else in town. Oh, that's annoying. Okay, well, what we're going to do is we're going to set a... I've got to tinker it up, but we can make a recoiler. And let me see. I've got a nuclear battery somewhere. So I'll at least program it here. So once we get the thing, we can come straight back. Install that and imprint. Okay, we got the imprint. Christy says, hello. Welcome, Christy, to the stream. We've just realized, if you're just joining, that I have forgotten to get the chime. We've made it all the way down here to the Strata 40 end quest goal without the item we need. Okay, Jay says it's on the bottom of one of the floors. So, okay. Super awkward. Did I program a recoiler for that? No, but I do have one at the top of the stairs, so at least we don't have to climb the stairs. Right? So we've got one programmed down here. We've got one at the top of the stairs. And I just got to go find the tree city, the walking tree city. Yeah, Christy also confirms you pick up Tao's chime from the top floor of the roaming heater. Okay. That's a little awkward because I obviously didn't talk to anybody except a quest giver because I didn't think I'd have to. So we'll go ahead and go out of here. You can't program a recoiler for the town. Good point. Yeah, because it's always moving, isn't it? I had to get it right the first time, long story short. So let's touch the chiming rock to attune. It says I'm already attuned. Okay, well, hopefully I have enough time. And it's quite a few tiles north of here, unfortunately. Oh, no, it's south of here, isn't it? It's down here. I started north. That's where I'm at. And now this is the Tree of Life. Yeah, the roaming heater of Chavvah. So I guess we recoil back to Yurd probably and do the same thing we did earlier, which was pretty easy. I mean, there's not that many tiles to move through, actually. Christy says, you can't. I tinker up Recoiler's Fat Town all the time. It actually doesn't move. It was intended to be moving, but they ended up not implementing it. I'm pretty sure it does move. I'm pretty sure that if you wait too long, and I have done this before, that it's not in the same spot and you've got to retune to the chime. Can anybody else confirm? I think that's the case. Granted, maybe you can still program it when it's in one position and then you lose the programming when it moves. I don't know. Yeah, Jay thinks it might have been changed, but I'm pretty sure it used to move at least. Anyway, back to Yurd Freehold. We'll do the thing. We'll go in. We're going to skip ruins, of course. We'll just go in right here. Got to go something like 8 tiles over. Randomly spawn in with these guys. Great. Christy says never played pre-release. So, yeah, I mean, maybe with 1.0 they changed that. Pretty sure in the, I guess you'd call it the beta, that was the case. You couldn't well, at least that it moved. I don't know about the recoiler thing, but I'm pretty sure it moved in the past. I'm going to throw on, whoops, wrong button. I'm going to throw on my flying boots, and we're going to try to fly over these guys. Boop. Yeah, Jay says Christy and I can give advice for different things, given that Jay has not played post-release. Christy hasn't played pre-release. I have played both, but, you know, that would require me to have decent memory. Okay, awkward. And they're trying to confuse me as well. Can I fly now? Oh, I am flying. Very good. Ooh, there's a frog over here too. Let's go somewhere else. Look at this. Saps as well, my least favorite enemy in the game. I don't feel like I'm flying. Now I am. Okay. I don't know why I didn't turn on before. That was weird. Okay, Tartbeard. Now, I was reading about things I might want to dismember for my golem, and the Tartbeard is one of them because it gives me corrosive gas. So we might just go ahead and try to get a body part off this guy. It basically poses no threat, and I have the dismember skill. So we're going to run in here. This frog is annoying if we have to tangle with that as well, but oh, I'm flying. Okay. So stop flying. Dismember. We're going to get the hit. Did I take it? I missed, so no. That's awkward. I guess we'll keep meleeing though. We can at least stun this guy like infinitely. Jay says, flying mammals, ooze, and robots. I don't need anyone else to like me. Yeah, pretty much. I do have the possibility of getting a bunch of rep with robots on an item that I have. It gives me 500. And I thought I was friendly with winged mammals, but apparently not. Oh, it's birds. I'm friendly with birds. Oh, and don't forget the itchy skin. Thank you, Jay. Am I still? Yeah, I'm still itchy. So I could actually bail after this fight and go try to fix that. Good point. Yeah, I'm going to leave these guys alive. And I'm just going to bail. We can do that by turning on Force Bubble, recoiling over to Great Gate. Doot, 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 doot. There it is. And hopefully I haven't wasted too much time. Eat the porridge. Gives me +3 saves to disease. And I am hampered. Why am I hampered? Oh, heavy weapon, yeah. So that was the other thing I was going to do, actually, is try to get more strength. I have a couple options for that. Where's precog? So precog. And then I've got 2, because I copied it once, Eater's Nectar injectors, which we're hoping to get strength from. And the med beds. Do the med beds give you saves? So I didn't get what we want, so we're just going to go precog and roll it back. Hey, I contracted Ficklegill. Okay, that's fine. We're in precog right now. So I will return to the start of vision. So you're saying that probably these beds over here in the hospital, right? Have saves against disease? Nope, too late. I couldn't even walk over there. Womp womp. Oh no, it's on my back too. Which means that I can't even use my flamethrower. Awful, just awful stuff. What about this? Does the regeneration tank in your freehold remove fungal infections? I don't know if it does or not. I think it doesn't, but I'm going to go check. Does it tell me? Because there's one use of this regeneration tank here. No, it would have cured my itchy skin though. If you amputate, you could do that. Yeah, can't amputate the back, unfortunately. Worst possible slot. Worst possible infection. Okay. Well, in that case, let's go buy the book. Hopefully we get an easy solution. So here it is. We were asking about the name earlier. It's the Corpus Coelis, or something to that effect. Take my skin glitter in trade. Yeah, traditional methods. Hoping, of course, for some good RNG here, maybe. Ficklegill, there it is. And the treatment for all is the same. Cream concocted from gel, which I have, but I only have enough for the golem, and acid. Okay, I know where to get acid. There's a puddle of it laying in Golgotha for me. Then a raw nullworm corpse. Pretty sure I have some nullworm corpses. Of course, I butchered them, didn't I? I was going to say I've killed several of those and I know where they're at, but I butchered them all probably. Jay says you're making me want to play Qud so badly. You're welcome. Yeah, it's one of those games that just keeps pulling you back in. I've taken a long break too before I started YouTubing again, but I've just been pulled right back in. It's so fun. Christy, nullworm isn't that so bad. You're right. Now, of course, I've killed all of them in the easy places where I know where they're at. But I think I could probably still go to the, what's it called? The underground tunnel or whatever by Joppa. They're always down there. Pretty sure I butchered all of those ones. But okay, slime plus acid. And then a spray bottle. And then nullworm corpse. Okie doke. I will turn off butchering right now before I forget, because that'll be the next thing. I'll kill the nullworm and then forget to turn off butchering. Wander the hills. Good point. That's where they spawn, isn't it? First, though, where am I? Mushroom Village, right. I'm going to go get my acid, and I'm going to go get the spray bottle, because the nullworm corpse is quite heavy. Now, I don't know if you all remember, but I dropped down this hole first time through. So I guess we're just going to do the same thing. And then I think I can fly back up, or at least I could recoil, right? So it doesn't matter. There's a bunch of acid laying down here. Somewhere. Might have to go... Oh, I don't have any guns or anything. I have axes. Yeah, I can definitely kill these guys. So this is acid, right? Sure is. So I can step through here. Is this acid? No. So I'll get some from down here. This is black and brown ooze, which is a bit scary. Maybe we'll just drop. And then here's some acid down here on the floor. Hey, Ben, welcome to the stream. It's curing time. That is exactly right. Gotta try not to get infected by something else down here. But no, I don't want to talk to the shoot crabs and the dread roots. Okay, collect liquid. I got 43 drams, which is way more than we need, but that's okay. Got the thing. So now we will just recoil. Go back to Mushroom Village, I guess. Let's see. Just give me a cell real quick. Yeah, stilt grounds, that's fine. Oops. There we go, activate. Now, is there an apothecary here? I think they carry spray bottles, don't they? Otherwise, we do actually have to go to the 6-day stilt. Jay says, Golgotha has the freakiest music. The sound design in Qud is incredible, and I love the music so much. It's a bit scary, though. It is good. I was listening to the soundtrack on YouTube just the other day, and very good background music. I have a filter on my stream software right now to take out the most of the keyboard clicks and the stuff like that. So I think it would probably take out the music, but I could try to get it added back in if people want to hear it. Okay, if I buy this Fix-It spray and use it, do I have an empty bottle? I think I might. And then I've got enough gel on me at the moment. So I'm going to buy that. I'm going to try it. I think it should work. Whoops, wrong button again. Where'd that go? Fix-It foam spray. Let's try. We're going to find out together in case you don't know already. I don't even know what I applied it to. I clicked a few too many times. Do I have a spray bottle or did it just disappear? Nope, it's gone. Womp womp. Oh well, good try. Yeah, it just gets used up, as Jay confirms. So we'll go stilt ground. Give me this one, I guess. It's solar cell. It'll keep recharging. There is always a spray bottle at the 6-day stilt. At the Ichor Merchant, I believe. Doesn't he carry spray bottles? Who carries spray bottles? Somebody does here. I'm sure of it. Oh no, it's always the apothecaries, isn't it? Yeah, that's it. There we go. Hey, Sphinx Salt Injector, Salve Injectors. Do I need these? Not really. Could buy the Salve Injectors, though. What do we have to trade? Any junk? Laser Pistol. That's pretty good. That's worth way too much. Glow Spear? Perfect. Take that. Okay, so now we need to pour a dram of this into the spray bottle and a dram of acid. Correct me if I'm doing anything wrong, dear viewers. Make sure I don't screw this up. 1 dram of acid. So now we have a spray bottle somewhere. Where'd it go? Of unctus acid, which should be the right thing. And while you guys confirm if I screwed that up or not, I'm going to go look in the hills for a nullworm corpse. Let me see here. Now this glow crow is friendly, but I could put wings on my golem if I decapitated it. And wings are always good, right? Maybe I'll do that. I'm at least going to grab the wings if I can get it. So I've got to fly first. See if I can dismember this guy. Oh, well, let me dismember. 7, do I have to... Did I do it? Yeah, I didn't dismember anything, though. Alas. It was a good thought. Dismembers back up. Let's try again. I think any fly would also work. Yeah, I'm flying too, though, so I think that I can hit them with dismember. It seems like I can, but I'm not actually dismembering anything, unfortunately. Ruins, sure, we'll pop in there. A bunch of low-level snapjaws. I think I'm going to head towards the underground caves. Just because I know there are always nullworms there. And I'm about to correct myself on what this place is called. Waterlogged Tunnel. There we go. Unfortunately, oh yeah, it does tell me what corpses are around if I'm looking up in the top corner here. So I'm just looking for a nullworm corpse that I didn't happen to butcher on my way down. I know I've killed several of them, so there's got to be one laying around. Let's see, surely something in this pile, right? Snapjaws. Jay, thanks for streaming, man. Gotta take off. Thanks for joining, Jay. I should be on for just a little while, so you might see me when you come back. Enjoy your dinner. Oops, hitting a bunch of wrong buttons there. Bat corpse, bats. Giant centipede, snapjaw. I'm sure that I killed some, right? If not, then I'm going to go looking because they're down here for sure. There's one, no worm. Is it this? Nope, that's human. No worm corpse. Now, I just got to remind myself about the order of things. I think you spray and then eat, or is it eat and then spray? First, gel and acid spray. The patient then consumes the raw nullworm corpse to stimulate intestinal immunity. Oh no, it says it's a little backwards here, the reading. It says concoct the thing, then eat the thing, and then within 2 hours of ingesting the corpse, use the spray bottle. Yeah, thanks, Christy, for confirming that. You eat, then spray. It's kind of the way it's written here. It's like first, make the thing. Don't use it, though. Eat, then spray it. Got to get starving first. That's right. Because you can't eat uncooked corpses of things just randomly. So we will wait like 1,000 turns-ish till we get starving. That was 1,000. Let's do another 1,000. Interesting little side trip here, huh? I thought we'd be finishing up the game by now. And here we are back in a T1 zone. Just hanging out, passing turns. Talking about eating disgusting worm meat and such. Wow, that's 4,000 turns waited. Let's go 3,000. Could just travel the overworld, actually. Except that I'm overburdened, so I'm not walking anywhere with this corpse. Wow, it takes a long time. Oh, I do have, come to think of it, I have the skill. Actually, I might have like all the skills that reduce how often I have to eat. So it's like 6 times longer than you would otherwise have to wait, I think. Usually that's a good thing because it keeps those buffs going. Just drinking water too the whole time. We're at like 10,000 turns-ish now. More than that, maybe. Come on, game. Do the thing. There we go. I'm wilted. You don't get famished as a half-plant person. You wilt. All right, eat the corpse. You feel a little queasy, but at least I am sated. And now we will spray onto the fickle gill. And it loosens and breaks away. Nice. Mission accomplished. I get my flamethrower back. Now we are ill, but should be fine. Let's get out of here. Go do the thing. Actually, I can just recoiler. Use the recoiler. So we'll go back to your freehold, and we'll try to go back to the moon stair and get this thing done. Hooray indeed. It works. It's clunky, isn't it? Removing fungal infections, kind of annoying. Still just vaguely looking for the mod that gives magnetized to my flamethrower so I could put it in the floating nearby slot. No such luck though. Might buy the 7-bit and 8-bits too if I can. 500. Hey, I've got a laser pistol here you can have. Where'd that go? Doop, 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 doop. There it is. 283. And a couple chem cells, sure. What else we got? The null face is worth 2,500. I'm never using that, but it's just too much. So I guess we'll go with gold nuggets and such. Yep, just about perfect. So we'll take those bits just in case we want to mod some high-level stuff. Taco Suprema, 790. Wow, not worth. Another Nephthalid figurine. Nothing good here. Okay. Back to the main mission. Let's bask in the sunlight for 19 quickness. Let's kill all these stupid saps. All right, so this is not an elder tart beard. We need the elders if we want to dismember them for the golem. There is an elder over here, though, somewhere. If you're wondering, that's the spores there are from the clank, which I opted to not get rid of because I have two faces and it gives me some intelligence. So, seemed fine. There we go. I think I just... You have got to be kidding me. My skin itches again. These are my fungal spores. Surely you can't get sick from your own fungal spores. I haven't all game. My God. Now I'm getting frustrated with it. But at the very least, we have a dismembered frog foot. So we can make our golem with that, if nothing else. All right. At risk of being infected again with fungus, we are going to go straight to Yurd Freehold. And get rid of this itchy skin. Because I'm tired of screwing around with it. Oh, here's a question, quickly. Do you think that I can use the Uber Nostrum injector to get rid of itchy skin? You are purged of all short-term biological debuffs and regrow a severed appendage. So I think the answer is yes. Okay, we'll just do that. I'm going to hit precognition, just in case I'm wrong. And we're going to use Uber Nostrum injector. Let's learn how to make it, just in case we need to make more, but torrent of life rushes over you. Am I itchy? Nope, appears to work. Very nice. Good stuff. Okay, let's get out of here. I don't know why I got fungal infection there. I'm moderately sure that the clank can't infect me. Right? Somebody correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, does not remove diseases, but does remove itchy skin. So just like the regeneration tank, apparently. I thought it might, but I hit precognition just in case I was wrong. It did work. So when precog runs out, we'll be passing the opportunity. And we're going to try not to get infected anymore, because that is super annoying. There were shrooms in that tile, maybe? Maybe. I couldn't see through all the fungal spores, as it turns out. Okay, so we do want to be flying so that these zero gels don't melee us. Maybe the tart beards were infected? Could be. I don't think I was in a... Oh, I was, though, actually, wasn't I? I was in a fungal zone. And so they could have been infected and producing spores. That's a good point. And I was meleeing them. Just for fun, of course. Didn't even need to be, but there I was. Meleeing in a fungal zone twice in a row, getting infected. Either way, we have solved the problem. And we're moving onward and upward. This guy is an ape, right? Yeah, Dawning Ape, neutral. He caught me the last time. I said, don't Leering Stalkers look like that? Oh, and here a Chrome Pyramid teleported up here, so let's not tangle with that. What do you think? What do you want to bet that the tree has moved on? There was a debate earlier on whether or not the tree still moved. It has certainly been 20 days, which I think is the time limit. Yeah, Christy's saying it is surprisingly safe in the Moonstare if you can fly. Whoa, look what I stepped into here. Look at all these dream wrens. Beautiful. And friendly, as it turns out. Disliked by Fellowship of the Wardens. That's okay. Loved by birds. Christy bets 20 drams of water. It's still there. I'll take that bet. I hope you're right. Like, I want to lose this bet. Let's make friends. I have some gossip that may interest you. I lost the Mark of Death from the late Sultanate. Oh, and I'm giving them the code to get in. Okay. Should I make these guys join me? There's like 20 Dream Wrens here. Are these guys strong? I'm not even sure. This would be fun, right? Minus 500 rep. I have 725. I think I do this, right? This just for fun. Like, I don't even know what Dream Wrens do. There could be a downside. Let me just check real quick. Dream Wren, what do you do? Because if they like spawn vortices or anything like that. No, they just look like a melee dude, I guess. Interesting. Level 35. Bird Army. Effectively, I think you're saying do it. So I think we're going to do it. I agree. Bird armies are usually quite good. Oh, fun stuff. Okay, they do like teleport or something, right? Why are they not following me? Is it because she's stuck in there? The main one's stuck? What can I tell you to do? Just tell you to stay close. Yeah, so the main one teleports around. Otherwise, I think it's basically just a melee guy. Icy Peck, Wing, Stick Fur. Yeah, seems fine. Oh, move to a different screen. Yeah, they follow. Okay, they have a breath ability. It's sleep gas. I'm going to fly. I'm still flying. We're all flying, in fact. Whoops, wrong button. Who's knocked prone? Not me. I want to be well away from that zero gel. Oh, they're getting in their own sleep gas. Look at that, and getting knocked prone. Which is super dangerous around the zero gel. Dream Krungle on this map as well. That's okay. We have made it to the stair. Tree is here. I owe Christy 20 drams of water. Okay, so yeah, this guy just says carry the chime to the bottom of the taproot. Deep under my trunk, where she will make it chime. So that's what my purpose is. I was asking earlier, what is the purpose of me being here to help Tau? The answer is I've got to bring the chime. Now it's a matter of finding it. I am to carry the chime. Safe passage? Okay, so it's not this person. So I guess it must be all the way at the top. Somebody said it was. Yeah, enjoy your imaginary 20 drams of water, Christy. You have earned it. Let's see. I guess we'll just auto-explore here and find the guy we're looking for. Marble statue of a dromad merchant. Curious. Oh yeah, there's a vendor here too, huh? With some really high-level stuff. We have all that. What else? I don't think we need any of this stuff. Let's see. I am to carry the chime. Speak not of Tau. She shone so bright with none of the heat from my dash dash from Tazek. Okay. Still looking for whoever I talk to get this chime. Oh, I could be water ritualing these people. Admired by baboons, disliked by Nepthali. Sure. Boy, we're really not getting much in the way of rep from these guys. Okay, maybe it's not worth. Upstairs? Somewhere there's either going to be a chime laying on the ground or some kind of legendary that gives it to me, right? Hey, credit wedge. Thank you. Oh, still crystal chime. Is this it? Yeah, okay, got it. Apparently it's heavy. The chimes always have funny drama with other factions. Yeah, I wonder why they're not giving much in the way of reputation though. It was like 25 or something with the water ritual. Kind of weird. What do I have? I have a bunch of acid. I could just drop this now. And what else do we have? Why am I so heavy? Is the chime that heavy? Yeah, it's 40. 40 pounds. These boots are 20. I could mod them into willowy. What's that take? Sure, do it. I've got spare 7 bits. So now they're only 5 pounds, and we're not quite good, though, are we? Well, you know what? I'm going to throw the backpack on then. There we go. Who needs weapons anyway? Let's go ahead and talk to the last of these guys. Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, but I look like a rifle turret now, and I gained 500 rep with robots. That's what that backpack does. So I am to carry the chime to Tau. Oh, you would finish the Elsing Act? I am your debtor, RN Jesus. The ritual is how we organize the anguished practice of being. Now my grieving can begin. So to my knowledge, Tau was a member of this society of tree beings or whatever, part of the tree. And the Elsing is a technique to join the hive mind that is the followers of To, the seekers of the sightless way. So I'm not sure, maybe somebody can clarify, but I'm not sure if Miriam here is happy that I am helping because I'm removing their anguish or allowing their grieving, or are they happy because I'm helping one of their own, which is Tau, become part of a different hive mind? Unclear. Interesting nonetheless. Certainly one of the more curious quest lines. Either way, we've got the thing. We know what to do next. We have a recoiler set up, 40 strata deep. Here we go. Boop. At long last, I have brought your chime. Touch Tao's chime to soft thing. 5,000 XP. That's a level up. Tau disappears and reappears as Tau no longer. Again, I perceive. Thank you, Root Climber. Chavvah's rewards are great, and you are deserving of them. How are you feeling? Present. Alone, afraid, but anticipating my return to the embrace of a collective. So, it does seem like they've left one collective and rejoined another. And the original collective was sad about it. So they're grieving. And now I'm helping all parties involved, I guess. Christy says, I think they're happy because right now Tau is in the weird in-between state. Yeah, basically an individual, right? Once she gets severed, the other chimes can get some closure. Yeah, so Tau becomes an individual having left the original hive mind and is now rejoining a new collective. You would suborn your will to Toe? Speaking creatures seem very engrossed in this will idea, but few agree what it is. Your mind is under influence from other think beings the moment you observe them, yes? You learn by imitating. Your values and beliefs are adopted from observation, yes? Yeah, pretty much. That's accurate. I have made a choice to offer my consciousness to a new paradigm, but this choice seems distinct from your conception of will. We seek past one another. Good stuff. I've always enjoyed the Borg from Star Trek. They were my favorite species. This is basically the same thing, right? These guys are like a Borg with psychic powers. Anyway, may the fates favor you, Tau no longer. Live and drink. I get the crystalline halo. So, spoiler alert, but if you kill Tau, this halo turns into a dagger, which is kind of cool. That's neither here nor there. This is better for me. It gives ego, telepathy, quicken mind, which refreshes a random cooldown. So this is better for me than the dagger. It goes on the face slot, so I would have to get rid of this clank to put it on. But very cool, very neat storyline. We'll go down here and we'll talk to the this guy here, Servant of Toe. You thrived at the performance of a pruning motion, utensil. How polite these people are. Now store yourself until fate reshapes you. Go be somewhere else, he tells me. They tell me. Until you're useful again. Yeah, all right. Thanks, guy. Did I do the water ritual with them? Let's do it. Not enough to be friendly, which is unfortunate. Clairvoyance, and I can't sell them any secrets, so alas. Yeah, I agree, Christy. This is one of the more interesting quests, certainly, in the game, and I think probably most players don't ever see it because it's so deep and totally optional, right? So, very cool. We are going to switch back to the flamethrower build now, because obviously I want a flamethrower. No longer a rifle turret, unfortunately. Now what we're going to do is... Right, I guess I should sum up what happened here. So completing this quest gives our golem a power source. Does it? I mean, now I've said that, and now I'm thinking, actually, do I have to go... Yeah, I've got to go back to the tree, don't I? To finish the quest, I got to talk to the original quest giver. So we're not done, unfortunately. A lot of running back and forth here, isn't there? What I didn't test is if I could set a recoiler to the tree. Alas, so we'll go back to your freehold. And now we've got two things we've got to do now. I've got to get primordial soup for the golem. And I've got to get back to the tree, which is here, to finish that quest. So let's go get primordial soup first. Should be easy enough. Just pop over here, grab some. Is there an easier way to just get a little bit? Because I think we need like 20 drams. Pour? Yeah, select a container to fill. So we'll fill this canteen with 40. I'm pretty sure it's 20, but we'll get a little extra just to be sure. Double check I've got it so we don't have to do this again. And then we'll recoiler back out and head over to the tree. Third time's a charm going to this tree, huh? Yep, thanks, Christy. You look at the liquid and select pour, and then you select something to pour it into. Wow, you have a lot of warm static. Yes, so that warm static is only for drinking at major milestones. So every 5 levels and every main storyline quest achieved. I drink warm static, which has a 50% chance to reroll either mutations or skills. And I've been doing that all game long. That is the basis of this challenge run. That's why my mutations are so random. I don't know if you saw this, but I have a bunch of mutations, and they're all just like random junk, basically. It's because they are all random, more or less. I also have, just a little recap for everybody, most of the skills, because chugging warm static not only reroll skills, but it gives you skill points. And so I basically have everything here and a ton of mutations. So early game, it's a challenge because, you know, you're deep inside of a build and then all of a sudden it rerolls into something else entirely. Late game, though, you've just got a bunch of everything. And so it's much less of a challenge late game than it is early game. So pretty fun. Definitely recommend trying it. But yeah, that's why I have so much warm static. I generated it at the beginning of the game, but I've only been using it for this. I've not sold it or done anything funky with it otherwise. It's just for the challenge run. Christy says, oh, I understand why this is an RNG build. Yeah, sorry, I should have recapped that sooner. I always recap a bit at the beginning of the video and then again throughout, but it's time. So if anybody has any other questions like that, let me know. Happy to talk to chat back and forth while I'm playing. Keeps this interesting for me. Now, if I remember correctly, there's a chrome pyramid on the tile north. So we're just staying down here, cruising along. There's also a legendary slumberling in the middle of this map, so just got to be careful. Otherwise, I think we pretty well know the map. Never mind that I forgot that madpole up there. All right, I think it's the next tile up. No. Over? Now up, maybe? I am very much ready to be done with this quest. This has involved a lot of running back and forth. We're just about there, though. Ooh, Zero Gel came with me. That's awkward. Why are you here? Can I proselytize? Not without being in melee. I do need a proselytized body, though, for the Golem. I'm just remembering. And Gel faction, or Ooze faction, is one of the bodies that I could use. So, Let's go precog. And then I'm going to drop down, and I'm going to try to proselytize first. Otherwise, I'm going to punch it with a love injector a few times. I could time dilation first. Let's time dilation. And then proselytize. I assume this guy's proselytizable. I wonder if Dream Ren is high enough level to use as a body. It is. But what do you get out of that? I could go look. I've got it pulled open. Dream Ren. Makes a bird golem and gives you 2 extra feet. And innately has wings at level 10. And beak at level 1. Wouldn't be the worst thing, but I was hoping for multiple arms, which is why I want the gels. Unconvinced by my pleas. I am covered in warm static. What does that mean? I forget. Anybody know what that does? Meanwhile, I'm going to throw a love injector in here, and then I'll determine later if it's worth... Oh, where'd he go? Lost sight of him. There he is. What? Oh, is he phased? What's happening here? Yeah, somehow it's phased. Did my Dream Ren do that? That's awkward. It's phased and stumbling around. Hit it with a love injector. Still got it. Hey, he falls in love with me. Okay, now the only question is, what does it mean to be... Yeah, it staticked itself. It did, and me too, unfortunately. So what does being covered in static mean? In terms of effect? I think that whatever effect it has happens when it gets on you. Let's see. So it has a chance to transmute it into a random object of the same type, is what it says. Oh, that's a non-creature, non-item. Onto a creature will change it into a random creature. The player is no exception. You keep your inventory. So, am I a different creature? I don't feel like a different creature. I feel very much the same. I have the same body slots and everything. So I guess it had no effect. Curious. I'm not sure what to say about that. That's the effect of pure warm static. That's true. This is dilute, isn't it? Just gives you random statuses. Such as blurred vision. That's a little unfortunate, isn't it? I do, however, have a flashbang grenade recipe to get rid of the color blindness if it happens. So I have reunited Tau with her chime. And so you have. The ritual of Elsing is complete, Waterhand. You are done, and with our thanks. Live and drink. I'm now favored by the Tree of Life. 15,000 experience. And I believe... Oh yeah, here we go. Will you power Bartham's Stair Climber? Yes. So that should be finished, right? We're just going to double check because I don't want to run back here again. Well, it didn't tick a box. Yeah, Christy, you're probably right. I can get rid of that in the regeneration tank. That said, I was kind of saving that one in case I lost a limb or something. I might just go back to Gritgate and eat the porridge and see if that helps. But yeah, I think I've done the thing then. Like, it didn't tick a box in the quest area, but surely he said yes. Like, you've done the thing, so I must be done. Share a secret. What kind of secrets do you have? Forgotten Ruins? That's unfortunate. You think curing diseases doesn't consume the limb regeneration fluid? Well, we can certainly find out. I do have precog, so it's not like we stand to lose anything. Let's give it a shot. That said, I've got the Zero Gel right here, who is only mine for like, what, 3,000-ish turns? So I got to be careful about turns. I think I have everything else though, right? Let's just double check. Zetachrome weapon, limb of a creature, I do have. It's just a random, whatever it is, I don't even remember. I need more gel. So I think we're fine. We actually have 2 followers that would work if all else fails. So just waiting until precog is ready to go. Then we'll use it and we'll see if this works. Let's enter. And namely, we need it to work and not use the cloning draft. Well, you have to enter the tank. Yeah, I'm in there. Yeah, I'm going to return the start of the vision. I don't care enough about getting rid of blurry vision, I don't think, to waste that free regeneration of a limb, basically. Yeah, it didn't seem to, did it? I mean, it might have just taken more turns, but I wasn't going to wait much longer. All right, what I was looking for was gel. So I've got 2 drams. I need 1 more dram. And that means I need a desalination pellet and slime. So I think we're going to go to the stilt grounds again. Hopefully that's enough to get me there. No, it's not. Try to pick up some slime real quick. Do we have a chef? We got a kipper. That might do it. There we go, slime. Of course, they don't sell the desalination pellet. Got to go over here to the Ichor Merchant for that. One of these, please. Now, 2 slimes, 2 gels. You go desalination pellet, apply to slime. That makes gel. And then we'll just pour it all together. Okay, I think we got everything we need for the golem now. So go to Grit Gate, but before we do golem, let's eat the porridge. Where did my slime go? There he is. And then we'll go rest over here in the med bed. Because I guess this probably gives you extra saves, right? Rejuvenates the... How long would you like to sleep? Just kidding, we're going to make the golem first, because I want to get rid of this Zero Gel before he decides to hate me and everybody around me. Okay, so Zero Gel. Catalyst is going to be Gel, which gives 50 all res and 3 AV. We're going to use the Pearl Frog's left forefoot, which gives sticky tongue. That's kind of just whatever. It's what I got. Good enough. Zetachrome hammer. We've got 800 skill points, and we're going to spawn with 4 random pieces of gigantic mid to high tier armor. We use Chavvah as the power source. And now we just talk to old Pax Clank and we make a golem. I am ready. Yes, build the golem. Gives me a level up. I'll return in 3 days. So we need to go dump this zero gel somewhere. And then we're going to drink Warm Static because that is a completed storyline quest. We'll just dump him up here on floor 2. Say, stay there, please. See you around. And now we're going to go rest in the med bed. I guess we'll wait till Assault Sun, see if that works. What's happening? I'm still metabolizing, still got blurry vision. Let's just check real quick on the wiki what blurred vision does exactly. I'm assuming disease saves prevent it from going to monochrome disease. So if an attack penetrates from the fly, you get the your vision blurs and contract blurry vision. Blurry vision by itself has no effect. Every day after the initial contraction, you make a toughness save, difficulty 13. It says, unlike Glotrut, you cannot cure monochrome using the cure in this stage. If the save fails, it gets worse, etc. 5 days total. You can only get it from the fly's bite, and you can improve your saving chance. So yeah, okay. So then the only question is, does this med bed actually improve my save chance? Yeah, Christy, I don't plan on ever leaving via the stairs of Grit Gate again, so I shouldn't run into him, hopefully. Let's just quickly wait a bunch of turns and see if anything happens. It says your vision blurs, that means it got worse. You feel a bit better, that means it got better. Each of these is a toughness roll, which is adding to a hidden number. Your vision clears up. So there you go. There's a hidden number about how infected you are, essentially. And then when you feel better, that number goes down, I think. And when it gets worse, it goes, up. And it is a question of if it hits 0 or if it hits 5, I think. So we hit 0 and we're cured. Sweet, so we're all good there. Now, we've got to wait 3 days for the golem to come up. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to take a 30-second break. I'm going to wait about, what do you think, 10,000 turns? And I will be right back. Please have patience. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Let's go see where we're at. Now, it definitely wasn't 3 days, though, right? I don't think. It was. How about that? Okay, so there's our golem. It's pretty cool looking. It's an ooze golem. Let's have a look at you. 4 Metachrome mitts. Gigantic nanoweave vest, that's good. Crysteel gauntlets, carbide gauntlets. I guess we'll get in and have a look around. Enter. Gigantic weird artifact. Well, give me this. I'll identify it for you. Gigantic visage. That's interesting. Okay. So take that back. What else can I give him? Anything? Could give him the crystalline halo. Telepathy, quicken mind. Why not? Seems fun. Cool. I guess we'll get in the driver's seat. And then we'll have a look at us. We have a ton of strength, 90 strength. Toughness, none of these stats. We've got sticky tongue. So I can pull enemies in and melee them, which is useful. It's probably not the best option, but it is useful. We have 800 skill points to spend. So we are a cudgel build. Oh, good point, Christy. It can't use the halo because it's too small. It can only use gigantic items. I think that's true, even with face items, probably. So we have all the cudgel skills, rather. What else do we want? Multi-weapon fighting. I should have, definitely. Yeah, all the multi-weapon fighting stuff. Slimes have a great stat spread. Yeah, I mean, they're dumb, but they hit hard. But mainly, it gave me an extra set of arms. That's why we wanted that. Let's see. I could go with tactics and get charge, right? Or do I already have charge from here? Yeah, I have charging strike already. So we could go swift reflexes. Wouldn't be a bad idea. Christy says, got to get to bed now. Have a good rest of your stream. Thanks for watching, Christy. Appreciate that. Thanks for all the interaction as well. Have a good sleep. Cool. Okay, we got 175 left. What else do we want? Like, shake it off is good. 75. I don't even know if we can get anything for that. Death throwing, kickback. I'm not using any ranged items, so okay, we'll save it. And here's our body layout. So these pseudopods are hammer-based weapons, cudgel-based weapons. Offhand attack chance is 65%, so we're going to be thumping people over the head rapidly, which should be quite fun. Now, I am going to use my own wayfaring skills to get around the map rather than use the golem. But basically, yeah, we are ready for the final quest, I believe. Let's just check. Where's the quest? Is Bartham still here? Yeah, let's go talk to him. Just make sure that I've done everything I need to do. Yeah, okay, so he's just going to meet me over there. Now, what do we need to do? If I teleport into Ezra, the fight starts there, effectively. So, I want EMP grenades. That's a big thing. I think it's the only thing I really need right now. Oh, hey, time out. We just completed a storyline quest. Let's drink warm static. That's what we're doing on this build. Every 5 levels or every main storyline quest, we drink warm static. Randomize either the mutations or the skills. We're going to hope we randomize mutations, but we did not. It's skills. Long story short, that basically means we have all the skills. So let's just check. Make sure we've got everything we absolutely need. I was really hoping, though, that we would roll mutations that time. Because what we're missing, I'll show you in just a moment. What we're missing is the body slot. And I have here a high energy thermocask, which I crafted a long time ago. And that pairs with my flamethrower quite well. Makes it do a lot more damage. Makes it more likely that enemies vaporize. But we're going in without it because we have the Quills mutation. What we are going to make is grenades. We're going to make EMP grenades in particular. Because the Gersh Nephilim at the end of the game has reflective shielding, which reflects our flamethrower. But you can disable that with an EMP grenade. And so we will do that to permanently disable them and burn them to a crisp. So let's just check that we have enough oil for that. Should be okay. We've got like 180 or so of it, I guess. Seems all right. We'll put on these boots. The only thing I never found then that I want is the magnetic mod so that I could have put something in the floating nearby slot. In this case, I would have put the high energy thermocask in the floating nearby slot. But no dice. The last place I'm going to check is Yurd Freehold. And we'll see if it happens to be there on the last try. And if it's not, we're going to skip it and we're going to go finish the game. So I have 2 chances here. I've got one schematics drafter that I brought over using a love. There it is, high-powered magnet. I brought him over using a love dart, but we found it. This is why we brought him. He can generate higher tier data disks. So this is huge for us. This is absolutely what we wanted. What do we trade him to get it? Here, have my geomagnetic disk. What else can you give me to make this work? It's too expensive. How about these? Oh, that's perfect. Look at that. Beautiful. 1-to-1. Trade complete. Now, hopefully, yeah, we even have an empty floating nearby slot. This is amazing. I can't tell you how happy I am to find this. Just because it is going to make life so much easier, so much faster if I'm using my flamethrower. So we're going to mod. Right, first we've got to actually make the magnet, and then we apply it. We don't actually mod directly, do we? High-powered magnet. I have enough to make one. There we go. And then we go in here and we apply it. And we're applying it to... Oh no, am I wrong? I swore you could apply it to armor, but I can't. No way. Oh, I was so stoked about that. Huh, okay. All game I have been looking for that, because I swear you used to be able to use body armor in this slot. Just to make sure I'm not... Yeah, it didn't work. After all that. Okay, what are my other options? I could magnetize flamethrower, which is quite good. And then that means that I could put handrails here, which would also be quite good. And I don't know what I put in the back. I don't have a back slot. Yes, I do. I have a backpack. At the very least, I can get rep with robots. This gives 500 rep with robots. So I guess that's what I do. It's not quite as exciting, that's for sure. But I guess that's kind of where I'm at. We're going to disassemble a Sphinx salt injector for a 5-bit. Then we're going to electromagnetically shield this flamethrower. Oh, you need 2 5-bits. Okay. Same story. Do it again. Electromagnetically shield. So then it can't be knocked to the ground if I get EMP'd. And then we'll apply it to that. Dude, what the heck? I know you used to be able to do this. I have absolutely done this before. Okay, so if it's in my inventory, I can do it. Why can't I do it with this? I don't understand. Well, all right. Flamethrower. Now I've got a floating flamethrower. I've got a backpack with robot rep. We're going to tinker up 2 handrails. And I'm going to pull this cell out of here. I guess we'll put it in the handrail. What do we have in the shield? I've got a blood battery. So we will fill the cell with the rest of the blood. And then we'll tinker up handrails. I should be able to do that easily enough, right? Yep. 2 of those. So now at least I have an option besides flamethrower if we need one for whatever reason. It is just extra damage as well. Now I do have electrical generation actually. So it gives me 500 charge per turn. And I could just jam 4 points into this right now. Let's do that. Okay, reassess. 900 charge per turn. And then we will mod these. Now I swear to you that at some point I bought the jacked mod, but I don't even have that either. Memory is failing me today. Well, that's awkward. What do I got? Nuclear cell. Okay. Fall back on a backup plan. I have metamorphic polygel with nothing to use it on other than a nuclear cell. So let's do that. Radio-powered nuclear cell at full. So I copy that, I throw it in these guns, and then if I ever need to throw it in my, say, shield, I've got 2. Seems good. Let's do that. Okay, double check. Good to go on all of these. I don't have anything for my extra arm slots. That's okay. Alrighty. Now, I guess we'll teleport in. As soon as we do, we're going to have a fight on our hands. The alternative is walking in. I think I'll do that. I think I want the first zone where we fight to be right here, not in town. So we'll do that. Okay, Golem is with me. What are these guys doing here? Oh, they're friendly. Actually, they're unique. Hello, you. Let's be friends. Disliked by arachnids. I'm already water bonded. Okay, well. I guess I want to be inside this. I plan on doing most of the damage myself, but let's give our golem a try. I always like to give it a try. We'll take this back. I don't think it can use that. Oh, that was stupid. I have claws for my hands. Whoops. We'll give you some water. Not all my water, though. We'll pour you some into a new container. 15 should do. There you go. All right. I have lost my bird army. I only have the unique one, which is a bit unfortunate. Not that they were doing much of anything anyway, but here we go. And I think what we're going to do... Nah, I was going to precog, but I think I'll save it. Here we go. Looks like we have some mechamists here, some bears. Oh, of course we do. They're helping me. So we'll see if we have a unique enemy here or not. All I see is mechamists. So it looks like this was a nice safe tile to enter on. Bet we'll find enemies here. Wait, did my quest start? I don't think it did. No, the quest didn't start. Do I have to go into town? Where is Bartham? Did I have to bring his lazy self with me? Where's the quest? Bartham. I guess, right? I thought this always auto-triggered when you came here. He's still sitting down here. Okay, can I tell him to get in? I'm ready. We go. Why wasn't that option here before? He says... Yeah, okay, now he's following me. God, that is tedious. But no matter. We will simply recharge this battery. Go back to your freehold. Do the whole thing over again. Okay, Bartham is definitely with me. Here we go. Second time is a charm. All right, I'll tell Bartham to get in. Where'd he go? Bartham, direct. Oh, do you have to do it from here? Direct follower to enter. Bartham. Okay, he gets in. I get in. We get in the chairs. And now we're off to the races. Sorry for the delay. Here we go. No whammies. Quest begins. All right, at least we didn't get the mech in the first area. That's the one that is the scariest by far. This guy's listed as easy. That's nice. Hostile Kaleidoscope. All these guys are trivial. Neat. Can we use our tongue? Yep, pulled him in, knocked him prone, beat him to death. 328 damage. Sick. Absolutely disgusting. Okay, so I think the game plan here now is use Demolish, or do I not even use my cooldowns? Is this guy not very scary? I don't think he is. Yeah, I just one-shot him. Ridiculous. Whoa! I just took half my health, though, from the Star Kraken that I didn't see sitting here. Hello. You. Oh, he's fast, or I'm slow? Oh, this is bad. You've got to be kidding me. It's going to kill me just that quick. I can slam to knock back. I did, but it didn't knock him back. Okay, so I guess instead of running, I'm just going to beat him to death, right? I'll use Demolish on this guy. Nope, can't do it because I just used Slam. Oops. How about Conk? And now Fury. Okay, I think I killed him. Well, that was awkward. Jerk just about ripped my Golem, man. So what do? Can I salve injector the Golem? I don't even remember. Let's try. Exit pilot seat. We'll put a salve injector in here and see if that works. I've got a bunch. I'll pass you two just in case it does work. Apply. Yep, it appears to work. Nice. That's all the healing I got out of it, though. Well, let's go ahead and heal up anyway. I've got mushrooms as well, which you can eat. I'll give you another salve injector. I'm fine with having 5 of them on me. I've got herb berries as well. Take one of those. So we'll eat one of these. And we'll just leave it as is. Okay, note to self, do not stand next to Star Krakens, even if you're in your Golem. Duh. Live and learn. Okay, the mech. I think mech is not particularly scary. Yeah, he's listed as easy, so we'll just beat him over the head. Gigantic crystal gauntlets were cracked. I'll conk him, so he's knocked prone. That's dead. One-shot that guy. I guess let's get a little more healing. A lot going on over here. Eigen rifles and everything else. So far, so good. Was there no unique on this map? Doesn't appear to be. Carrying on. The Cyclopeans down there are fighting something. Just flies and trees and stuff like that, it looks like to me, so we'll keep going. Nothing here either. Where is everybody? Seriously, by now I should be seeing another unique. Seems like. Okay, here's one. I'm starting to get worried something went wrong with my quest. They must all be on this side. Another one listed as easy. We've got a void spider here. And we've got monkeys fighting my enemies, which is always good. Tongue does not seem to be doing anything. I just used tongue 3 times in a row and got nothing out of it. Really don't want to be teleported by the void spider, so got to keep an eye on that. And I am feared, which is a bit awkward. Yeah, I keep running away from him. Very annoying. Okay, he's next to me, so we'll do flurry. Ha! One-shot him. Dude, this golem is super strong. My god. I don't remember ever one-shotting these guys. The uniques, I mean. I have half a mind to fight the Gersh Nephilim with this golem rather than my flamethrower, just to see how it goes. Okay, lasers do damage. Let's sprint. Conk. Let's see, I'm marked. He's perfect, it says. Hostile and easy. Why am I not getting hits? We'll go demolish. That should do the thing, right? Yep, there we go. So far, so good. Try not to get in contact with the flies. Ooh, Sod Armus? What are you doing here? Domesticated clone of Sod Armus. Trivial. Why do I not believe you when you say trivial? That's why. Start taking a bunch of damage. Let's get off this map. They're not going to follow? Here they are. There he is. We got a Basilisk or a Lithifex here, which I think is scary, maybe. Why can't I attack this guy? I'm like stepping over it. Oh, he's flying, that's why. Of course. I'm stepping under it, actually. Well, hopefully my flyer can kill him. I guess I killed Sod Armus. Sitting at just over half health, and look what we have here. It is average difficulty. Machine hull, weird artifact, weird artifacts. I don't know what kind of weapons he has. I've got an herberry. I think I'm going to pop another salve injector. And I'm going to try to get to him before he starts doing a bunch of ranged stuff to me, so I can get him stunned. That is the game plan. Let's just read how tongue works. It says, pull the nearest creature towards you, range of 30. So it should pull him in, right? Probably. Let's try. Oh no, it keeps pulling my ally. That's the problem. It's nearest creature. That's awkward. Okay, he jumped on me. His mistake. We'll conk him. Then we'll fury. He is stunned. So now we'll just beat him to death, right? Hopefully. I am getting hit. Gotcha. Took me a few hits, but... nice. This golem is fun, fun, fun. Wish he had better defenses, but what are you going to do? They always seem squishy, these golems. You can go down into the asphalt mines, like 5 floors deep, or no, what is it? It's not 5, it's 40, I want to say, and get better armor for it. But that seems like a lot of time to waste, when usually I do most of the damage myself. But not this game. This game I'm just letting the golem carry me, and it's fun. Okay, another mech. We got a ghost, so somewhere there's a phylactery agent here. What is this? We got the in-shell turtle, in-dimension star shell, who is hostile. They have some kind of mutations. I'm not exactly sure what. Ooh, and we got a black ooze guy here. Gelatinous anti-prism. Do not want to fight that. I forget what he does. Anti-prism, that means copy me, I think. It makes a mirror of me. Probably makes a mirror of my golem, which could be extremely scary, so we got to stay away from that. I want to get off this map. Enough that I debate running back to the right and going all the way around, because the mech has lasers and I'm at half health, and this guy's super scary. I don't want to melee him. Here's the phylactery. Right, so I could just run the other way. I think that's the answer. Oh, hello. It's another unique. What are you doing here? Oh, well, I guess I have to kill this guy. I thought I killed the unique on this map already. Why are there 2? That's abnormal. Sticky, oops. Wrong button. Sticky tongue? No, it pulled a freaking tree. Okay, let's do demolish. And one-shot him. God, that's a good skill. Okay, so that's all 4 of them. The Nephilim. The aching world moan of the Nephilim resounds, and your body throbs in the electric air. It has arrived to the west, which is unfortunately the way I didn't want to go. Somebody spawned a freaking wormhole. Forget what it's called. Wormhole over there. 2 of them, matter of fact. I really don't want to go that direction. I don't have an option for fighting this anti-prism without getting in melee either. Okay, we're going to sprint and run away. I'm just going to play this safe. We don't have to go that direction right now, so we're just not going to. Now, chat, what do you think? Do I fight the Gersh Nephilim as a golem, or do I use my standard flamethrower build, which I know will kill it? What are the chances that if I engage with my golem, that I somehow end up dying because of that? Anybody have any thoughts on that? My current thinking is that, well, it might be fun to fight it in the golem. This golem does have crowd control, lots of it. Not as much as a flamethrower, of course. We're healing up as we go, a little bit. The reflective shielding of the Gersh does not apply to melee, to my knowledge. I think it's only ranged weapons. So that's a non-issue. Okay, looks like the warden has held down the fort here. I don't think he's killed anything, actually. Oh yeah, here's an enemy. It's a unique enemy, even. What are you doing here? Yeah. Huh. I didn't think there would be any more. So we'll go demolish. One shot? Of course, it's a one shot. It always is a one shot, apparently. So good. Anybody else want to fight? Let's see. My wife just messaged me. 1 second. All right, let's go find this Gersh. Whoa, that was a bunch of fire. Why? Does this guy have flamethrower? What's going on here? Huh, I guess. That was awkward. Somewhere the Gersh is going to jump me all of a sudden, I expect. What's this fighting down here? Should be on this tile, I think. Maybe? Ooh, lasers. Laser turret? What are you doing here? Voider spiders? I don't want to mess with this stuff right now. I'm just trying to find a Gersh to fight. Come on, game. Huh. Well, it's got to be on this tile north of here then, right? Yep, there it is. Who do I have? Gersh Bethesda. Now, if I remember correctly, Gersh Bethesda is going to break into a bunch of smaller Gersh Nephilim, right? I'm just going to look it up real quick, make sure I know what I'm fighting here. So, after losing over half its health, the Gersh will split into two. Both of them have a maximum HP of only 4,000. That's not bad. And then it will divide again into two at 2,000, half HP. And one of those will drop the Cord of Light. Ugh, AVG, go away. Hey Jay, what's up? You're back just in time. I am about to fight the Gersh Nephilim. It's Gersh Bethesda. Now, I was debating fighting it in my Golem, which has been one-shotting the uniques here. But it is Gersh Bethesda, which is going to break into smaller copies of itself. Which means my bulking attacks of this Golem are not going to have much effect, because it's not AoE, it's single target. Which means I think I ought to pop out of the Golem and fight it on foot, probably. I think that's the play. I think that's the smarter play. We've killed everything else in our Golem, so I think that's what I'm going to do. Oh god, I'm taking a ton of damage. Oh man, that was foolish, wasn't it? I should have waited to go down here to get out of it. Gee whiz. Jay says he thinks my strategy sounds good and it makes sense. Yeah, it would have been good except the little loophole where I tried to get out of my Golem right in front of the Gersh. Don't do that. Bad plans. I might even just tell it to stay here, actually. It's got Bartham in it, and it's wounded. Stay there. I'll do this myself. Bask in sunlight to get the quickness buff. Now, what is my way to get over there very, very quickly? I don't really have one, do I? Oh, look at this. I can boost agility. I forgot about this for 20 rounds. So I might do that at some point. I could precog. Let's precog now. right? And get close? Yeah, Bethesda is no joke. You're absolutely right. Bethesda is one of the few I haven't fought before, too. Gershling Crash. So that's going to spawn little Gersh. There they are. Okay, let's precog from here, just in case something goes poorly. Let's Temporal Fugue. And now I really need to get the Gersh on fire. These little guys are much less important. But they're going to get in my way. There's the first laser. Here's the second. I can get in while it's doing that. And now I can throw. Yeah, he's going to whiff this time too. So we'll throw an EMP. I've got EMP 3s. We're going to throw it right beside him. You don't want to hit him directly because he can reflect this as well, this grenade. I hit myself, unfortunately, but that is why we electromagnetically shielded my flamethrower. So we're good there. Now we light him on fire. I'm going to take the chance to get a little closer so that I don't miss. Oh, who put a shield on him? Come on. My own dude did that. You stupid son of a gun. I have normality grenades. Can we tinker one? Can I tinker one with a force bubble on? Please, game? Yes, nice. Turn force bubble off. How awkward is that? Throw normality on shield. And then keep shooting. Now let's check. Does not currently have reflective shielding on. We just got to keep an eye on that. Jay says, I believe in you. Thanks, Jay. Appreciate that. We're going to get him. It's going to be okay. Let's see. Still EMP'd. I can tell just down here. It says EMP. No longer EMP'd. So now we're going to throw EMP grenade. Remove that shielding again. And then we just keep going. You notice he's completely CC'd, locked down by the fire, even without a plasma grenade, which I usually have. Getting a little close to the steam for my liking. Now here's a question for you. Because I expect I'm going to vaporize this Gersh rather than take its health down. So does that mean it never spawns the extra bodies, the extra Gersh bodies? Oh dear. I am on fire. So we just got to pat out the fire while keeping him on fire. Really should have brought plasma to this fight, I'm thinking, to make this go a lot faster. Jay says, that's a good question. I also hope the Ring of Light is safe. It is. It withstands fire for quite a long time. I have tested that before. Just to put this in perspective. Whoops, reflecting is back up. Just to put this in perspective. When I'm using spacer pistols and the thermocask and the gas tumbler, this takes about 7 turns to kill a Gershnephlim with a flamethrower. We are well past 7 turns. He's still listed as fine. So we're never getting there via damage. We have to vaporize. It shouldn't be too much longer now, I think. Precog is about to run out. Nope, we're good. We're locked in now. I forgot that was on. Lol, that's a beefy build. I know that corrosive gas tumbler can be insane too. Yeah, all those things together and getting the Coden and Plasma debuff on them makes it go super duper fast. They stand no chance. This, on the other hand, is taking way longer than I would like. But one of these turns, he's just going to vaporize all at once. I expect. It's usually how it works. I better check my oil. Realistically, I didn't think it was going to take this long. Yeah, I'm getting low. I've got 50 drams plus a full tank. This has to happen soon. Oh, need another EMP. Come on, game, make it happen. Let me just check. I don't have plasma grenades. No, I don't. Boy, oh boy. I don't know if we're going to make it. We might have to bail and come back. That would suck. It's a funny thing imagining a guy in a gun turret costume blasting a gargantuan demon from the cosmos with a flamethrower for several turns. Yeah, this game's ridiculous, basically. I'm on my last tank, guys. This basically isn't doable without plasma, I'm afraid. Yeah, I am out of fire. Wow. I got him down to injured, but that doesn't matter. He's supposed to vaporize. Without plasma, you can't do it, it appears. So I have learned something today. Womp, womp. Yeah, he is injured. Literally, all I need is plasma. Any bit of plasma would do it. But I've got nothing. I've got no grenades. So I'm going to have to leave and come back. That is annoying. I think probably even if I had quills gone and I could put on my thermocast, that might be enough too. Because it increases the intensity by 50%. I can't even go get my golem and rush in here because this steam will vaporize me. No tinkers, Jay says. Yeah, I mean, I could tinker it up, but I don't have the recipe. I would have to go get the recipe and bring it back. So unfortunately, I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to have to call it a stream here, guys. I don't have time to do that on stream. I have no faith that my Golem can take Bethesda on its own because we're single target. And so we'll have to come back tomorrow. I will go find Plasma and we'll get him next time. Little bit of an unfortunate thing to end on, but hey, at least we didn't die, right? Like, we're just going to have to try again, which is no big deal. We'll make it work. But anyway, the family is calling, so for now I'm going to end this stream. I want to thank you all for watching. I hope you tune in tomorrow, and I'm going to be better prepared next time. Ben says GG. Jay says it's okay, just stoked I got to see both. Apparently they got to see both Gershlings today, 2 different Gershlings today. Gersh-Nephilim, rather. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody. Same time tomorrow. I'll see you then. Goodbye.